Hello, Jay King from MillionairePennyStocks.com, and I want to congratulate several of my students today, paper trading students and live trades that were made today. And congrats to Dave and Joni on the actual purchasing of Weight Watchers a couple of days ago. They bought in at around 1140. And I can tell when I look at my rankings and I see some of my students that are paper trading, I can tell which ones are really listening and watching the DVDs and listening to the videos. Look at David right here. David, he made an outstanding trade a couple of days ago. He basically he purchased Weight Watcher stock. Look at this. He purchased at, I believe, at 1141. Look at this, and he only bought 1,000 shares. And he sold a couple of days later. I think he purchased the other day and sold today at 1445. This was an awesome trade. And if you look at this, this was basically a $3 upside. Look at this, $3 upside, and he made 3,000 off this trade. Now he got into the Twitter trade at 1864, and notice what he did. He used the number one strategy that I talk about. He cut his losses. Now you know the Twitter stock, once it gets up into the highs of 18 and 19, it starts to lose its momentum a lot of times. We call these fake outs, you know, when they act like they're going to break out. But if you look at the other dates on the historical quotes, you see where it reaches its day highs. Well, look at this. It just really can't keep its day highs. You know, when it gets up to that 18 mark, even sometimes when it gets up to 17, it crashes. So watch Twitter next week. If it follows the technical charts, if it follows these patterns of the technical analysis chart, this is probably going to merge back down into the 16s or 15s unless it breaks its key levels of resistance and gets up to the 19s and 20. Once Twitter gets up to about 2021, then we may see a better breakout on this stock. So please don't chase it. Just look at the patterns and keep your trading at a minimum. And what I mean by keeping your trading at a minimum is don't buy 50,000 shares because you have $1 million paper trading account. Remember what I told you, you need to purchase anywhere from 300 to maybe at the most 2,000 shares. And what I mean by that is when we look at a small account, in building a small account, notice what Dave does here. He's very smart. He only buys 1,000 shares. And then check this out. On this Twitter, he buys 1,000 and he cuts losses real fast. And then he goes in, and this was really a smart trade. He tried to short it, and I would have actually held on to this short. But he tried to short this, and then he covered at a higher price, and he immediately cut his losses on both trades. So I think this was really good, real good discipline. And he's still up, man, almost $3,000 because he stuck with the number one rule. He cut losses. So congrats to you, Dave. Also, one of my other students, she's doing really well, and she really doesn't know how well she's doing. But Joni, wonderful, 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 wonderful. I'm so proud of you. I see here where you still are holding Twitter. You bought in at a wonderful price at 11.57, and she already has a $670 profit. And so you had a great entry. I'm sorry, on Weight Watchers. You had a great entry on this particular stock. And let me say this before I let you guys go. Paper trading is one of the greatest ways to get started. I see now that you see why it's important. It's so important for you to define a strategy that's going to teach you how to trade. But what I want to show you is this is the fastest way to become successful in trading, is to maximize your profit and to minimize your losses. And I want to show you an example. For this week, I didn't do a lot of paper trading, but I'm up 1808. And I really, like I said, I've been coaching and training a lot. And so I haven't had that much time to really do a lot of paper trading. But I want to show you my account. And I want to show you that, look at this right here. I want to show you how you see some of my gains. And I made a stupid trade right here at this 310. This was actually an accident, but I just went on and cut my losses on this one. It didn't work out like I wanted it to work out. But notice I have profit right here, 696, 125. And notice right here, I cut my losses here, cut my losses here. and then you see a 120 profit, you see a negative 84, and then a 496 today on Twitter. But notice how I'm keeping my losses at a minimum and I'm maximizing my profit. This is how you grow an account exponentially. You're going to grow it at a fast rate and you're going to trade smart. You're going to have to minimize your risk and maximize your profit. And so today, this is Jay King, and I'm just talking to you about trading safe. Can you say that? Trading safe. Many people do not trade safe. They don't develop a core strategy. They don't develop the discipline that it takes. And what you're going to have to do is, as you trade, you're going to develop different skills. Some of you may just want to buy earnings winners. Just because I short stock doesn't mean you have to short stock. But you may find a strategy that works better for you. You may find stocks that are breaking out into new heights, and you may find this stock at a low level. Look at this. Where Dave found this the other day. Let's look at actual Weight Watchers. And you may find a stock that bottoms. When we say bottoms, you know, it's at its lows. You may find it when it's at its lows, and Dave, he picked out a good stock. He actually picked out a good entry point at 11.14. And that may be your niche. You may want to focus on stocks that are breaking out. And so this was a good trade. I want to congratulate everyone on the trade of WTW Weight Watchers in Twitter. And remember, develop those skills, develop those disciplines. Don't try to buy too many shares, but the less shares that you purchase, you're going to be able to minimize your risk much more easier. And you're going to be able to maximize your profit and ride those things out as they go up and up and up. Then you can sell it at a wonderful price. Take it easy and have a great weekend.